In 2015, RM and V looked out to see a black ocean appear suddenly in front of them and began to worry if their career might be over. Why? One more time. In 2015, RM and V looked out to see a black ocean appear suddenly in front of them and began to worry if their career might be over. Why?
Such good question reading. You definitely should host a mystery podcast of some sort. Seriously, that voice.
RM and V. Sometimes these lateral questions get real lateral.
Yeah, I assume that if we had the full names there, we would be able to work this out in an instant. But
now, just for clarity's sake, because I realize it could be a little unclear when you're just hearing this, RM is not, that is one figure in this question. It's not R, M and V. It is one person, RM, and other person, V.
Cool.
Okay.
Seeing an ocean suddenly, that's a bad day for a lot of people at work, I reckon. Like, imagine being a childcare worker. You open the door and the ocean's there, you know? Like, I think there's a lot of jobs where this is a bad day.
A black ocean as well, which sounds poetic.
Yes, black ocean, indeed.
Okay, I've got the first pitch. We can discuss this and see if it's right. We probably don't need to move on. I think it's probably correct. The RM is obviously boot manufacturer RM Williams. And it was like, what are we going to do with all this?
Every one of the Aussies, it just thought RM Williams, obviously. It's a very niche reference.
And it's like, what am I going to do with all this leftover shoe polish that I've got? And he's like, we'll dump into the ocean and no one will know. And it turned the whole thing black. And everyone went, RM and a random person called V, what have you done? And their careers were over. Are we good? Are we happy with that one?
All done. Wrap it up.
For those that aren't from Australia, we have a niche shoe brand in this country called RM Williams. So there you go. Honestly, every Aussie brain that heard that question thought
RM.
shoes.
There's only one thing that follows.
There's only one thing.
V is interesting because you would think, right, RM, you're like, maybe it's a person that we would all know whose name is, Ronald Majors. Great. Everyone knows him. They were that Black Ocean guy. But V is not a full person's name. So is this a character? Is it like, are these characters that we might recognize or know?
It feels like this is fictional or poetic, or there's some kind of layer of unreality to this.
Yeah, it's not fiction. These are real people, but there's a little bit of that feel of persona, I suppose, to these names that we're going with.
Is the V stand for Valdez?
I have no idea what the V stands for. I personally know them as V.
Oh, interesting. Because I was thinking Exxon Valdez. I was thinking like some kind of oil spill. I think I've got that right. I think that's an appropriate fact. And they looked out to see a black ocean. They were like, oh, no, that's bad.
Thankfully.
They were in the don't spill oil in the ocean business. That's
your
job.
one job.
Yes.
No, not that kind of grim, thankfully.
V for Vendetta. That's a guy called V. He's got knives and a mask.
We're in one of those realms that has a lot of, a very niche, hugely dedicated fan base.
Dr. V, the sequel to Doctor Who.
While they are in our respective countries, a little more elsewhere.
This is K-pop.
It is K-pop.
Okay.
Oh!
They saw a Blackpink ocean.
How did I not get those as K-pop names? I know those as K... Damn it. All right, yes, that's...
Is Black Ocean capital B, capital O?
It is not. It is in inverted commas, but it is not capitalized.
That's the name of Blackpink fans. And they thought our career is over because we're here doing a concert and everyone's here just cheering for Blackpink. I'm so... This is the extent of my knowledge. I've got BTS, I've got Blackpink, I'm done.
You are getting very warm with this sort of thing now.
RM and V are two K-poppers. They come out to do a show during a multi-lineup thing. They were meant to be the headline act. They see Black Ocean and realize we are no longer the number one group. We're on the way down.
And what is Black Ocean in that story?
The fans, the fans wearing all black for the different K-pop group.
Ooh, it's not about them wearing black for another K-pop group, but you are extremely warm.
Oh.
Black Ocean is its own K-pop group who was already on the stage and went,
Wait,
guys.
Is this just like a weird K-pop fandom thing that like people turn up wearing black as like a something is wrong, you have made a mistake?
It's not about wearing black, but a little bit. This can be a showing disapproval. You're in the right region. So yeah.
Big black signs that they hold?
Not big black signs. It's more about absence of something.
Oh, there just isn't a fan group there. There's just no one outside there.
Or they didn't light their phones.
You're basically there. Light up things, like light up sticks, possibly phones, things like that. Things that would glow and that you would show your support of the band to show, I'm in the audience. I'm going to be seen.
There's just not there.
Nil.
And if they want to frown upon a band member or say, no, I like this other band better, complete darkness.
Wow.
And it's as if the band is performing to nobody and it terrifies them. And this is not the most uncommon thing in the world. It's happened a few times to some pretty big bands. RM and V, members of BTS.
What did BTS do to get a Black Ocean?
It was just that they were fans of a different group, EXO, or EXO. And, yep, they went, oh, BTS is performing. This is not my band. Like I said, these fans, they are big fans.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to the show and not enjoying it, please show your disapproval by holding your phone up in whatever train you're riding on and just, wave it around.
Please don't do that. Please don't. I cannot imagine there ever being a K-pop style fandom for podcasts, but if there is, I want nothing to do with it.
It's terrifying. So yeah, in K-pop culture, a black ocean is what happens if the audience turns off their lights in a unified show of displeasure.
They've unionized. The fans have unionized.
The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.